I've been shot. Oh, bleeding all over the place. Oh, blood everywhere in the streets, everywhere. Everyone's got blood everywhere, okay? There's blood in the streets. There's everything's on fire. Red sticks hitting us in the head. 20% down. Oh my goodness. Like, we are all hurting. If you're watching this video, you're hurting as well as I'm hurting. And the number one, there was one question to be asked. Okay, there's only one question to be asked. All the other questions don't matter, and because the other questions are, well, you know, when is the bull run coming back? If someone asks you that stupid question, when is the bull run coming back? It's a ridiculous question because no one knows the answer. Okay, if they could chart all their astrology on a graph and call it technical analysis, they could play tic-tac-toe on this stupid thing, EMA, whatever, what you could use all the acronyms you want. For in my lizard brain, I don't see someone predicting accurately every single time. I even watch like Plan B with his stock to flow model and blah blah blah, and then it tanks. Okay, all those other questions don't matter. The only question that matters is, where do I park my money until the bull run comes back? That is the only question that absolutely matters. Is the bull run coming back? Yes. Okay, that question's answered, and that's easy. What should I buy into Bitcoin? Yes, that question is answered, and that's easy, right? And the reason why that's easy because it's like guaranteed. Bitcoin will reach 100,000. Will reach all these hit markers. Like, there is no doubt in my mind that Bitcoin is the future. Blockchain is the future, and that people will be going into that because of the crazy inflation, because of the sound money. Sound money. There's so many good big brain minds on this. Michael Saylor, Robert Breedlove, all these dudes, right? They'll convince you that Bitcoin is sound money. You know, Saifedean Ammous with the Bitcoin standard. It's like it's right, son of a gun, right there. Okay. Those questions don't matter. Like I said, the number one question that matters to me and should matter to you to be answered is, where do we park our money until the bull run comes back? And in my best estimation, and I'm just learning, these are strategies that I have seen the number one hedge fund in the world in crypto, right? Off the Chain Capital, they implement these two strategies. You could watch that video. I made it on Friday, and I learned a ton while I opened up some secret documents and I started sharing it with everybody. I don't know if they're going to try to find me. I have no idea, but I'll give you an example, right? There's two. Now, my first strategy was kind of it, okay? But it was wrong. It was wrong. I was wrong, okay? I'm still learning, right? Year into this crypto thing, I'm still learning. I thought I had made this video, right? I sold my Bitcoin, and it was in January, and basically I was scared where the market was going. You see me just kind of saying, like, I was scared where this market's going. I sold it about $37,000 Bitcoin, and since then it went up to 47,000, went down to 40, and I've spent about 30% of it. Okay, 30%. I'm still on 70% of my Bitcoin there, but I spent like 30% of it. I bought Crow and I swung traded Bitcoin. Okay, so and I want to buy Crow because I want to stake to a higher reward system. Now that turned out terrible for me. Okay, so terrible. Okay, but my initial strategy was this: that I would buy into these DAOs, these decentralized autonomous organizations, with their high APY. I'm talking like 50,000 APY percent, 8% APY, okay? Something crazy. I've never seen that before. And it worked for a little bit. And when I said a little bit, is that it was able to handle the volatility in the market. So if it went down 20%, no problem. I was actually making money. I broke even, made money or whatever. But I underestimated just how hard and how volatile these DAOs were. That if it dropped, Time Wonderland dropped from $2,000 to $300, I took a big hit there. So I pulled out my stuff. I missed the 300. I probably pulled out about $700 at $700 price point. So I still took a little bit of a loss, probably I lost a couple $1,000s. Lesson learned, Aaron. Okay, those DAOs, they're short-lived. They start in the middle, and they're good for like sideways trading. Like in a sideways volatile market, but this market just like crushed me in those DAOs. So I probably lost a few $1,000s there. Okay, lesson learned, Aaron. Lizard brain is growing a little bit bigger. But now I look at Off the Chain Capital and I see these two strategies at play. Okay, the first strategy is buy into blue chip cryptos. Okay, the number one cryptos, like the top 10, top 20 cryptos. Because look, this is a state of market. Okay. In the 7 day average right here, you're looking at losses of 20%, okay? 20%, 19%, 20%, 20%. Look, this one's 19, Cardano's 19%, and I really like Cardano. Terra Luna is 50%, okay? So if Bitcoin drops 20%, you could bet everyone else is dropping about 20% too. Okay, Bitcoin just runs the market right now, and we all knew this. This is not new news. Okay, but like I said, the question, the silly questions are already answered. Will Bitcoin go to 100,000? Yes. So to me, I see these hedge funds, I see these funds all buying these blue chip stocks. So I'm talking Bitcoin, I'm talking Ethereum, and if you bought into BNB, XRP, Solana, and Cardano, I don't think anyone's making fun of you either. These are all really the top performing ones. If Bitcoin runs, they all run too, but they will all run comparatively to Bitcoin. 20%. It's proven they're dropping to comparatively to Bitcoin, and they will run with Bitcoin. In my opinion, right? Except for Terra Luna. Dang, right? Right? And it's hard to predict. And maybe there's one that will outperform it, right? Like Bitcoin goes up 20%, this one will go up 100%. But it's impossible to find out. So what I would do, I would buy Bitcoin because it runs the market. Okay? That's me. That's my number one thing. And that's what you guys know my whole thesis on this thing. Everything kind of leads to Bitcoin. It is sound money. If you listen to all these other big brain guys, Michael Saylor, Saifedean Ammous, Robert Breedlove, all of these guys will tell you about sound money and how that sound money is fulfilled. That need for sound money is fulfilled in Bitcoin as a hedge against inflation, but it's not that yet. Okay, so that's part one of the strategy, and I need to talk this over with you, okay? Please leave a comment in the comment section below. We could do some kind of giveaway. Best comment, most thoughtful, insightful comment that I'll pick, I'll give you $50 on the live stream. But I just want to know, I want to know your thoughts, okay? Okay, that's the first thing. Buy Bitcoin. The second thing is a little bit more interesting, and it's more cowboyish. And when I was looking at the hedge funds, right? If I look at and this is obvious, right? Every one of us knows this, but the largest inconceivable returns, okay? The real life-changing, oh my gosh, I don't know what the heck is happening with my life, is in the micro caps. And more specifically for myself, the largest returns that I have seen that have hit literally 1,000% X, okay? 1,000X, I don't know what that will have been in projects that I bought in IDOs, okay? Initial DEX offerings, the ones that before they hit the market are the ones that I got private allocation, I got whitelisted for. I just made a ton of money. Okay, and these have vesting schedules, and I know this, but I'll tell you this: this whole time that I've been in YouTube for the last year, we've been in a bull run, and really, everyone is saying they called whatever coin I see. I told you, but the reality is, in a bull run, everyone is a genius. Every coin just keeps going up like insane. Bitcoin goes up 20%, but in the pre-sales, in the whitelist, that's why those are so valuable, and that's why I concentrate, that's why you come here and watch this stupid little channel, right? Is because I can help you get into those. I give out those whitelists for free, right? Like I talk to these coins, I'm like, create a whitelist for us, and we get it. And they make insane amount of gains, okay? This is undeniable, okay? You can't, you could go down the list and you could, and what for me, I have gone down the list, okay? Meta VPAD, even Katana, even the dumb ones have generated income that is like 10x. It really is. It's like 10x. Katana Inu, right? Like, it's crazy. Okay, so what is my strategy? Aaron, here it is. For me as an influencer, I can leverage my platform and my relationships to get these allocations and private allocations and whitelists. This shouldn't be a surprise to you. I've made multiple videos on this. Every influencer probably has some kind of access or whatever to this. But for you, and I don't have access to everything, I'm still like a small influencer, okay? What I'm really concentrating on is back to the launch pads. I got into these launch pads in November, and they were great, but I didn't realize how great they were. That they got me to buy in pre-sale, and this is accessible for anyone. You could just KYC your wallet, you stake the coin, and you get into the launch pads. Now, when I got into launch pads, it was high. It was darn high. I dropped in, I had to gather, I didn't have enough money by myself. I had to gather my friends, and we put in like 50 grand, okay, into a launch pad called BSC Launchpad. BSC pad, sorry. And we were able to get into these projects, and they were taking off. Yeah, all of them, every single one of them. It was great. We sold off. It was good. That's how we do it. That's why they do vesting, because they know people will sell off. I did it. I don't care. I'm selling off. We're making profit, baby. I've never lost. 100% gains. Okay, I mean 100%. I was correct every single time because it's just an IDO. It just shoots up automatically. You buy it, you sell it. It's done. Okay, it was fantastic. And I reached, and it really reached the peak probably in January. But that's when the market started to take a downturn. That's when the whole Bitcoin market was like, it started crashing, started being volatile, and that's when projects stopped launching their projects. And so there wasn't as many projects on there, and I just kind of got distracted and sidetracked. But like I said, let's come back to our central question: where do we park our money until the bull run comes back? I think it's the launch pads. Because if we're looking at like BSC pad, like if we go to BSC pad right now, and just so you know, like I'm just full transparency, I bought into BSC pad about like $2. BSC pad, I bought into BSC pad like $2 and maybe 10 cents. It's at 30. It hurts me to see it at 32 cents. Okay, did I call that? No, of course I didn't. And me and all my friends are hurting right now. Whoever we bought in, look at this stupid chart. It hurts. Okay, I'm just being honest. Look, I'm just trying to share what I'm learning here. I bought it about, like I said, I was in November and stuff. It was like $2, and it started just tanking, just cratering. And we came to a point where like, should we just sell? And we decided, no, we won't sell. We will hodl. We'll hodl this. Why? Because we're making 15% APY just by hodling it. So we're storing it up. So we're diamond tier or whatever, and we're storing that up so that when the bull run comes back, I think these launch pads are really gonna run. Because if we look at over here, look at this. This was up to like $5, and that's what the case what I was making. I was like, it's at $5. There's no way it could go back lower than than $2. I know, sure as heck. Okay, fine. But I think the case for the next bull run is that, like, if we take the thesis, like everything runs up on a bull run. Especially these pre-IDOs. No one's launching these, no one's launching new projects right now because no one knows how far this thing is going to crater. It's not a good time to invest, and because you have no idea how long to invest. But I'm getting into the launch pads now. I'm getting into launch pads that are like solid and good. And there's 3 that I'm looking at right now. I'm going to share with you one. I'm not sponsored by them, right? I wish I was. But I just want to share with you because I think this is a winner. And it's called Engine Starter. Okay? Engine Starter, blockchain games in the metaverse. I've already made a case of how bullish I am on the metaverse, on blockchain games. These things have crazy return. Like people are just crazy about these. If there was something that with NFTs, I would get into that too, but that's neither here nor there. So I've already cleared KYC'd, know your customer. I cleared my wallet for this, so I am applicable. I just haven't bought in yet. Okay? And now let me just tell you a little bit about this. They've got upcoming projects. I did Shark Race Club. That was a AMA that I've done, on the channel. But they've got a ton of games, and I don't know which ones are good or which ones are bad or which ones are going to win or lose. I have no idea. But I know this, that when you get in launch pads, all you need is like a couple $100s to invest in these launch pads. Like not the pad itself, but these coins. Like they only give you an allocation of a couple $100. That thing runs up, you make a couple $1,000, then you're good. Okay, you're good. That's all you need. And the strategy is very simple: sell immediate when you vest. The immediate time you get that vesting, you sell. That's the strategy. It's a simple lizard brain strategy. They're creating multiverses. It's on Engine. It's the #1 chain for gaming, so like it's very like credible. It has a ton of investors. It's got a ton of institutional investors. Look at the street cred on this. Okay, good googly moogly. Everyone's here. Okay, so Engine Starter right here. This was a gem brought to me in the High Rollers Club by none other than the legend himself, Half Court. And so this is where I'm looking to. And if I'm looking correctly, right? If I'm using my lizard brain here, I go into Engine Starter, and it is at 0.004, okay? 0.004. It's cratering right now, and I don't know how far it'll go down. but I know that 0.004 is awesome. So it's an awesome look. All-time high is like 20 cents. Okay, so 0.004 is a pretty good look for this. Now, okay, what am I expecting? Can this go to 0.001? Can this go to triple 001, quadruple 001? Sure, maybe. But here's the thing. If I bought in with, let's say, $2,000 now, right? $2,000 now, I think I stake for the highest tier, or at least one of the highest tiers. And this isn't a video just to show, like, it's not in depth for Engine Starter, but this is like a strategy video, right? At least from what I think. It's like a, hold on, let me just get to these tiers. I'd like to set myself up for, okay, let's see. Yeah, you have to KYC, you have to buy it, and then you got to stake it. I'd like to set myself up, okay, here we go. You have to get 500,000 EJS, which is their native token. And so I do 500,000 times 0.004, that's $2,000. That's the highest level. Okay, so what I would be doing now is I'd be buying $2,000 so that when the bull run comes back, and I know it will come back, that I will have access at the highest level with one of the most credible starters, launch pads for the gaming, blockchain. You feel what I'm saying? It's blowing my mind here, right? $2,000, because I had to drop 50 grand to get into one of the highest levels. I'm not even the highest level in BSC pad. I could drop $2,000 now, and I could get access to the future whenever these projects start running, whenever the bull run comes back and these projects start coming back in. Not that they can't come in back now, it's probably not a good time, and everyone's kind of pushing back their date, which they can. They're pushing back their dates for launch because of the market. Yeah, I think this is the best place. Why not, right? These funds are doing it, and they're actually doing it just a little bit differently. They're buying into projects that are already proven at these same prices. And for me, I've already made big wins and a good track record with investing in these launch pads. I don't know. This video has gone on long enough, but this is just my thoughts. Like, this is how I walk through my process. Where do I park my money until the bull run happens? Bitcoin, launch pads. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video.